Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Mariah and here on my channel I post lifestyle, university and physiotherapy related content. So if you're interested in that, subscribe, notification bell to all, etc. You know what to do. Anyway, this video is going to be a short little one. I thought I would pop up and just basically talk about stress. Yeah, as you know, I finished uni and like I'm just in that limbo stage really of where I'm still working at the hostel, etc. Like, you know, I've traveled, I'm traveling, etc. The whole shebang, and I'm trying to like figure out what I'm doing in between this period of like me starting my career essentially. But back to the degree, I just want to talk about stress and recognizing your stress and when you're going through it, because there were periods in the degree and like especially towards the end, like dissertation periods, where I was stressed. Like, for instance, when I handed in my dissertation, no, I handed in a draft for my dissertation. I got the draft feedback about 3, maybe let's say 4 days prior to me having to hand in the disso. At this period of time, I was also on placement. So that's an additional level of stress. And I was burnt the hell out. So yeah, and that triggered the idea of this video and me thinking, hey, some people also obviously go through stress when it comes to degree, and it's important to recognize those signs and don't ignore them. And obviously some things are inevitable. Like, I couldn't avoid the fact that I have to hand in my dissertation at the time I have to hand it in. But there's some things that we bring on ourselves, like I usually take on too much, that we bring on ourselves and cause ourselves to be stressed. Anyway, like I said, this is going to be a quick one. So I just wanted to list some signs of stress that we go through, because stress is not always just like from headaches or not sleeping enough or not eating enough. It could also be from like feeling overwhelmed, forgetting things, feeling like you don't have enough energy to do things that you usually have the energy for, random aches and pains, little things like that. I personally, when I get really stressed, if I haven't meal prepped, which I'll get onto, if I haven't meal prepped or something, I will avoid eating. Like, not deliberately being like, oh, I don't want to eat, I'm not hungry. Well, partly that, but I'm also kind of like, it's eating into time that I could be using to do something else, which isn't healthy for me to view it that way. But in those stressful, high stress moments, that's how I view it. And I'm kind of just like, ain't good. I know it's not good while going through it, but I'm also like, it's only a week of eating very little, I'll be fine. Which obviously isn't the right mentality to have. But like little things like that, we've got to be mindful of and be able to recognize when we're going through those types of periods. So I thought I would share with you things I do to minimize stress in my life, and not just to minimize it, but to make me feel less stressed or like avoid the stress total. So one thing I really like to do is, as you know if you've been here a while, I like to travel. And for some people traveling is stressful, like affording the traveling, saving spending money, packing for it is stress. But for me, when I fly out, I leave everything back at home. Like all the stress, I leave it all back at home, and it doesn't necessarily come over to the holiday with me. And another reason why I like going on holidays is not just to see the world and everything, but also I find that it gives me something to look forward to. Like when I'm going through a stressful period, like for example, if you noticed, I traveled after every placement I did. I went on some sort of holiday. And it was kind of like when I was going through the stressful periods on placement where I was like, oh, I'm so tired, these long hours, or the commute's long, or it's like I come back in, I don't have the energy to cook. For example, I'd be like, you're only doing this for a while. And then, you know, in 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, however long it may be, you'll be out here, you be, I don't know, in Berlin, or you be in Copenhagen, or you be doing this. Like, keep pushing. You know what I mean? Like, it's a little treat, little reward for myself to work towards. If it's not holidays, I do concerts. This year has been really hard booking concerts. I haven't got a concert booked for this year, which is very weird for me because I usually have a concert every year. But I don't know what's going on with Ticketmaster. It's really hard to get a ticket for anything nowadays. But those are my main 2 things I do. Another thing I do to relieve my stress or like avoid it is meal planning. Meal prepping, meal planning, because especially when I know I'm going on placement, I know what I'm like. I know I'm likely to be like, eating takes time, or like, oh, rather than cooking a decent nutritious meal, I'm just gonna have these super noodles because it's quick and easy and I can get back onto doing what I'm doing. Obviously not good, but I do it in those moments. Another thing that's easy and doesn't cost any money is like just spending time with friends and family. Like if that helps you like relieve your stress, then do it. Schedule in we're just gonna hang out and chill kind of thing, or we're gonna go on a walk, like check out an area we haven't been to kind of thing. Little things like that can be very helpful in those moments. Sometimes I also find what I did with my last placement was, so the commute each way was an hour and a half, and I would be really tired when I got back from placement just because I had to wake up really early in the morning. Like, well, not really early because I wake up earlier for work, but it was just more, my work commute is different to my commute to placement at that period of time. So things were like, I don't know, it felt like a bit much. So what I would do is I'd come home and I would give myself, like, set an alarm, give myself half an hour to not look at my phone and just lie in bed, eyes closed, like not nap, but like zone out for that half an hour. And it helped me feel refreshed to then do whatever I had to then do at the end of the day. And that really helped. So little things like that can work for you. Other people find just speaking to other people about their stress can actually help them as well. But yeah, like I said, I just wanted to do this short little video talking about recognizing your stress and the importance of it, and follow by some of my examples, but don't follow by some of my other examples. So yeah, catch you guys in another video. Bye.